When my first baby was born and they placed her on my chest, I waited for that overwhelming rush of love everyone talks about. It didn't come. I felt nothing, just numb and confused. And I was terrified that something was wrong with me. Today, I'm talking about mother-baby bonding. What's normal, what's not, and what to do if you don't feel that instant connection. Because not every mother falls in love at first sight, and that's okay. Hey everyone, I'm Diana, and welcome back to Sweet Pregnant. I'm a doctor specializing in women's health, and I'm a mom of 3. And here's what nobody tells you about bonding. The movies lie. In movies, the mother sees her baby and immediately bursts into tears of joy. She's overwhelmed with love. She says, "I've never felt anything like this." For some women, that's true. But for many women, the reality is different. You might feel exhausted, overwhelmed, scared, disconnected, or just nothing. And then you feel guilty because you're supposed to feel this intense love and you don't. So today, I'm being completely honest about bonding. What it really looks like, why it sometimes takes time, and when to seek help. Let's start with what bonding actually means. Bonding is the emotional connection between you and your baby. It's the foundation of attachment, which affects your child's emotional development and your relationship with them throughout their life. But bonding is not always instant. For some mothers, they look at their baby and feel an immediate, overwhelming love. It hits them like a tidal wave. For others, bonding is gradual. It builds over days, weeks, or even months as they get to know their baby. Both experiences are completely normal. Bonding is not a single magical moment that happens in the delivery room. Something that's either there or not there. A reflection of whether you'll be a good mother. Bonding is a process that develops over time, built through caregiving, skin-to-skin contact, eye contact, and responsive interactions. Different for every mother-baby pair. Why bonding matters. Secure attachment helps babies feel safe, which supports healthy emotional and cognitive development. Bonding also affects your mental health. Feeling connected to your baby makes parenting more rewarding and reduces the risk of postpartum depression. But here's the key. Bonding doesn't have to happen immediately for attachment to be secure. You can build a strong, healthy bond with your baby, even if it takes time. There are many reasons why you might not feel an immediate connection with your baby. You're exhausted. Labor is physically and emotionally draining. You've been through something massive. You might be too tired to feel anything beyond relief that it's over. You're in pain. Whether you had a vaginal birth or a C-section, you're hurting. It's hard to feel warm and fuzzy when you're in pain. The birth was traumatic. If the delivery was difficult, scary, or didn't go as planned, you might be processing trauma. You might feel disconnected from the experience, including from your baby. You had an emergency C-section. If you were separated from your baby immediately after birth because of medical concerns, you missed that initial skin-to-skin time. That early contact isn't required for bonding, but its absence can make the process feel delayed. Your baby doesn't look like you expected. Some babies come out covered in vernix with cone-shaped heads or looking nothing like the perfect babies in photos. You might feel surprised or even disappointed, which creates guilt. You're dealing with postpartum hormones. The hormonal crash after delivery is intense. Your estrogen and progesterone plummet, which can affect your mood and emotions. You have postpartum depression or anxiety. PPD and PPA interfere with bonding. You might feel numb, detached, or overwhelmed. If you're struggling to bond and also experiencing other symptoms of PPD, hopelessness, inability to enjoy anything, intrusive thoughts, talk to your doctor. Your baby was premature or in the NICU. If your baby was whisked away to the NICU and you couldn't hold them for days or weeks, bonding is naturally delayed. You're seeing them through an incubator, not cuddling them. That's incredibly hard. You're grieving the pregnancy or birth you didn't have. If you had complications, needed interventions you didn't want, or the experience was different from what you imagined, you might be grieving. Grief can interfere with bonding. My experience. When my first baby was born, I felt nothing. I looked at her and thought, okay, there's a baby. Now what? I felt guilty because I thought I was supposed to feel overwhelming love. It took about 2 weeks before I started feeling genuinely attached. By 6 weeks, I was deeply in love with her. But those first 2 weeks were confusing and lonely. If bonding isn't happening naturally, there are things you can do to encourage it. Skin-to-skin contact. Hold your baby against your bare chest as much as possible, especially in the first few weeks. Skin-to-skin releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone, for both you and your baby. It regulates your baby's temperature, heart rate, and stress levels, and it helps you feel more connected. Even if you didn't get skin-to-skin right after birth, it's never too late to start. Eye contact. When you feed your baby, look into their eyes, talk to them softly, smile at them. Babies are programmed to recognize faces and respond to eye contact. When they gaze at you, oxytocin is released in your brain. Respond to your baby's cues. When your baby cries, pick them up. When they're hungry, feed them. When they need comfort, soothe them. Responsive caregiving builds trust and attachment. You don't have to do it perfectly, you just have to try. Spend time together. Hold your baby. Rock them. Sing to them. Talk to them. Narrate what you're doing. Now I'm changing your diaper. Now I'm putting on your pajamas. It feels silly, but it helps you connect and helps your baby's brain develop. Let others help with tasks so you can focus on the baby. If you're overwhelmed with laundry, dishes, and cooking, you don't have time or energy to bond. Ask your partner, family, or friends to handle household tasks so you can just be with your baby. Breastfeeding or bottle feeding. Feeding time is bonding time. Whether you breastfeed or bottle feed, hold your baby close, make eye contact, and be present. Turn off your phone. Don't scroll while feeding. Just focus on your baby. Take care of yourself. You can't bond if you're drowning in exhaustion, pain, or depression. Sleep when you can. Eat nutritious food. Ask for help. See your doctor if you're struggling. Give yourself grace. Bonding takes time for many mothers. You're not broken. You're not a bad mother. Just keep showing up. Keep caring for your baby. The feelings will come. Bonding can also be different for adoptive parents or parents who used a surrogate. You didn't carry this baby for 9 months. You didn't give birth. You might not have been there for the first hours or days of their life, but bonding is absolutely possible. Attachment is built through caregiving, not biology. Adoptive parents bond with their children just as deeply as biological parents. What helps? Skin-to-skin contact, even with older babies. Responsive caregiving. Consistency and routine. Patience with yourself and your baby. It might take longer, and that's okay. Your baby might have been with other caregivers first. They might need time to adjust to you, and you might need time to adjust to them. Give yourself grace. Give your baby grace. The bond will form. For most women, bonding difficulties resolve on their own within the first few weeks or months, but sometimes difficulty bonding is a sign of something more serious. Call your doctor if you feel completely detached from your baby. You're going through the motions of caregiving, but you feel nothing. You don't enjoy being with them. You don't feel protective or affectionate. You have intrusive thoughts about harming your baby. These are thoughts like, what if I drop them? Or what if I hurt them? Occasional intrusive thoughts are common and usually harmless. They're called unwanted thoughts, and they're a symptom of anxiety. But if the thoughts are frequent, disturbing, or you're afraid you might act on them, get help immediately. You resent your baby. You feel angry at them for existing, for needing you, for changing your life. You don't want to be around your baby. You avoid holding them. You feel relieved when someone else takes over. You wish they would just go away. These are symptoms of postpartum depression. PPD interferes with bonding. You can't connect with your baby when you're depressed. The good news? PPD is treatable. With therapy, medication, or both, your depression will improve and bonding will become easier. Postpartum psychosis. This is rare but serious. Symptoms include delusions, hallucinations, paranoia, and confusion. If you're seeing or hearing things that aren't there, or if you believe something is wrong with your baby that others say isn't true, call 911 or go to the emergency room. Postpartum psychosis is a medical emergency. You're not a bad mother for struggling. Difficulty bonding is often a symptom of a treatable condition. Get help, and things will get better. Mothers aren't the only ones who sometimes struggle with bonding. Partners, fathers, non-birthing mothers, adoptive parents can also have difficulty connecting with a newborn. Why? They didn't carry the baby. They might not have skin-to-skin time in the hospital. They might feel sidelined if the mother is breastfeeding. Newborns don't interact much. They eat, sleep, cry, and poop. They don't smile or laugh yet. It's hard to bond with someone who doesn't respond to you. What helps partners bond? Skin-to-skin contact. Fathers and non-birthing parents should do this too. Taking on caregiving tasks, diaper changes, baths, bottle feeding, rocking to sleep. Spending one-on-one time with the baby while the birthing parent rests. Talking to the baby, singing to them, reading to them. It's normal for partner bonding to take even longer. Many partners don't feel deeply connected until the baby starts smiling, laughing, and interacting. That's okay. The bond will form. Here's what I want you to take away from this video. Not every mother feels instant love. The love at first sight narrative is beautiful, but it's not universal. Many mothers feel exhausted, overwhelmed, numb, or disconnected at first. This doesn't mean you won't bond. It doesn't mean you won't love your baby deeply. It just means bonding is a process for you, not an instant event. Bonding can take days, weeks, or months. For me, it took 2 weeks with my first baby. With my second, I felt connected almost immediately. With my third, it was somewhere in between. Every baby, every birth, every experience is different. What helps bonding? Skin-to-skin contact, eye contact, responsive caregiving. Spending time together, taking care of yourself. If bonding is really hard, get help. Difficulty bonding can be a symptom of postpartum depression, anxiety, or trauma. These are treatable. You don't have to suffer. Talk to your doctor, see a therapist, ask for support. Your baby doesn't know you're struggling. As long as you're meeting their needs, feeding them, changing them, keeping them safe and warm, they're fine. They don't know that you're not feeling it yet. They just know that someone is caring for them. The bond will form, I promise, even if it takes time, even if it feels impossible right now. One day, you'll look at your baby and realize you'd do anything for them, that you love them fiercely. It might happen at 2 weeks, it might happen at 2 months, it might happen when they smile at you for the first time, or when they laugh, or when they say mama. But it will happen. You're not a bad mother. You're a human being going through one of the most intense transitions of your life. Give yourself grace. Be patient. Keep showing up. The love will come. If this video helped you feel less alone or less guilty, hit that subscribe button and drop a comment. How long did it take you to feel bonded with your baby? Or are you still waiting? Let's normalize the reality that bonding isn't always instant. You're doing great, even if it doesn't feel like it. I'll see you in the next one.